Good evening. My name is Ruth Wilson. I have an MBA in finance and have managed large budgets. I have hired and managed hundreds of people. I have an information systems background, so I'm fully prepared to lead the automation efforts that have been needed in the clerk's office. I have more than 20 years of corporate and nonprofit management experience. I'm the mother of 3 college graduates. I was married for 28 years to the late Thomas Wilson. I've been active in the community wherever I have lived, particularly in the Atlanta area for the last 30 years. Thank you.
First question. What qualifications do you have to oversee the various functions of this office? Okay, Ms. Wilson.
Well, I've already mentioned my education. I should emphasize that I produced 2 $50 million high-margin software-based products before leaving AT&T and Bell South. I'm also in the midst of a hands-on internship with the clerk's office in another county. So by the time I'm elected, I will be fully prepared to run the organization efficiently. I should point out that this position is a records management position. It is not a legal position. As a matter of fact, the clerk is prohibited by law from rendering a legal opinion. However, it does involve management of people, money, and information systems, and I have years of experience in all 3 of those areas. Thank you.
Your second question. What changes, if any, would you make in the management of this office? Ms. Wilson.
I will undertake development of a broad and long-term strategic plan that addresses the needs of not only the clerk's office, but county government in general, because the clerk's office does not operate in a vacuum. It must be interlinked with other components of the judicial system. So we don't want to do a patchwork quilt approach to changing things in the clerk's office. Changes need to be made in the context of overall county government, county growth, and the needs of the community. The strategic plan will address such things as moving toward a paperless office, but also strategic planning to prepare for emergencies and disaster recovery so that the public can know that their documents are not only available today, but they will be here for long term for the future. Thank you.
Thank you. Now, each candidate will have 2 minutes for their closing statements. Ms. Wilson.
Well, you've heard all about my credentials, but I'd like you to know who I am. I'm a child of the heartland. I grew up in that area along the Mississippi that's now being flooded. You've probably seen some pictures of it. You probably also noticed that the people, despite all the devastation, have a sense of responsibility to the community. They believe in helping their neighbors. Those are the people that I grew up with. Those are the values that I grew up with. I should also tell you that I'm the child of a Baptist preacher who's been with the same little country church for 30 years. My mother is the first lady of the church, so you understand the values that I grew up with. I was taught that to whom much is given, much is required. And I'm much too blessed to keep it to myself. I must share what I have. Fast forward past education and raising a family and settling a career. I was able to buy a little piece of paradise right in South Rockdale. Right now I can look out my kitchen bay window and see a family of deer, wild birds, an occasional turtle, and if I want to, I can run out my back door and get the grass between the toes like I did when I was a kid. I love my house. I love my home. I love my community. I must take care of my community. And that's why I want to serve as your clerk of courts. Remember the name from the Old Testament, 4 little letters, Ruth, for Rockdale. And I'll appreciate your vote. Thank you.